Hi, hello my dear students. Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now I uploaded video lectures on the topic current electricity. My dear student, in this chapter current electricity, we discuss several concepts. In the last lecture I started electrical instruments topic. In that electrical instrument, one Wheatstone bridge is completed. One electrical instrument Wheatstone bridge is completed, and numericals on Wheatstone bridge is completed. Potentiometer definition and its principle is completed. Now I am going to discuss few more details about potentiometer. I will discuss, and applications of potentiometer I will discuss, and few numericals on potentiometer I will discuss. So my dear, chapter current electricity, potentiometer. In the last lecture we discussed the principle of potentiometer. Now I am going to discuss construction of potentiometer and applications of potentiometer. Dear student, one more time I will recapitulate the concept of potentiometer. What is the use of potentiometer? Generally, voltmeter is used to measure voltage. Potentiometer is also used to measure voltage and potential difference. But what is the difference between voltmeter and potentiometer? Voltmeter gives approximate value of voltage, convenient value of voltage, but potentiometer will give exact value of voltage, accurate value of voltage, accurate value of EMF. By using potentiometer we are measuring potential difference. So by using potentiometer we are measuring potential difference and EMF accurately. Okay, by using potentiometer we are measuring potential difference and EMF accurately. With 100% accuracy we are measuring potential difference and EMF by using potentiometer. Okay, so now construction. What is the construction of potentiometer? Generally, potentiometer consists 4 meter to 10 meter long wire. Potentiometer consists 4 meter to 10 meters long wire, which is made with alloy. Alloy is Constantine or manganese. Okay, so mainly potentiometer consists 4 meter to 10 meters long wire, which is made with, that wire is made with an alloy which is Constantine or manganese. By using this material we made. And this Constantine manganese, why we are using this Constantine manganese? Why don't we use other materials? I think you got this doubt. Why we are using Constantine manganese to prepare this 4 meter to long meter wire? Why don't we use other materials? Because this Constantine manganese has low alpha and high high rho. Alpha means you know already. Alpha means temperature coefficient of resistance. Alpha means temperature coefficient of resistance. Rho means resistivity. Potentiometer consists 4 meter to 10 meters long wire. That wire is made with an alloy that is Constantine or manganese. It has low alpha. Why we are made this wire with this Constantine and manganese? Because it has low alpha and high resistivity. Next, these 4 meter wire, this 4 meter wire, okay, 4 meter wire can be arranged in series, by using copper strips, at ends of wire. Okay, this 4 meters wire is arranged in series by using, how to we are arranging in series? By using copper strips. Copper is a conductor. By using this copper strips at the ends of the wire, we are arranged in series. Next, the ends of potentiometer wire connected to a strong battery and a plug key. So connected to a strong battery and a plug key. Okay, plug key. Okay, and rheostat RH. Okay, connected to a strong battery or plug key on rheostat RH. They are connected to a rheostat RH and a strong battery and a plug key. Okay, so these are connected like this, and we are arrange a meter scale below the potentiometer wire. We are arranging meter scale below the potentiometer wire. So why we are arranging meter scale? By measuring lengths. Okay, so this is a main 4 points construction. And next we will discuss few more details about this construction of potentiometer. First I will draw diagram, then you will get clear idea about this potentiometer. Four-meter wire, am I right? So each line is 1 meter, you consider 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, total 4 meters. The 4 meter wire is arranged like this. They are connected in series. With the help of copper strips. This is a copper strips A and B, copper strip B. The ends of these copper strips connected to a strong battery source and a plug key and rheostat RH, and these are connected to a rheostat RH. This is what? Battery source. So this is a battery source. Okay, this battery having EMF I consider as some E. E is an EMF. This is a key, plug key, and this is a rheostat. A rheostat RH. Okay. So what is the first point? 4 to 10 meters long wire. This is a long wire, which is made with Constantine and manganese. Why we are made with Constantine and manganese? Because it has a low alpha, high resistivity. Okay, and these ends are connected to a copper strips. Those are connected to a strong battery source and a plug key and rheostat. This circuit is called auxiliary circuit. Auxiliary circuit, and we are arranging 1 meter scale. 1 meter scale, bottom of this wire. 1 meter scale. 1 meter scale by using length, by measuring length. Okay. So 1 meter scale, and it is connected to a one galvanometer. It is connected to a one galvanometer. G. This galvanometer is connected to a jockey key J1. Jockey key J1. What is this? This is a jockey key J1. Okay. This circuit is called auxiliary circuit or a driving circuit or helping circuit. Okay, so potentiometer mainly should contain some applications are there for the potentiometer. So what are the major applications of potentiometer? One is to measure EMF, to measure potential difference accurately, and second thing is comparison of two EMF of the cells. Comparison of two EMF of the cells, and to find internal resistance of the cell. To find internal resistance of the cell, comparison of two EMF of the cells, to find EMF and potential difference by using this potentiometer. But every potentiometer setup should contain this auxiliary circuit. This auxiliary circuit. Okay, this must contain this auxiliary circuit, and after that we are connecting based upon the situation. We are connecting some more wires. Okay, this is auxiliary circuit. This is a construction of potentiometer. So construction of potentiometer. Okay, so we maintain here we maintain, main important point is we maintain constant current. We maintain constant current throughout the circuit. We maintain constant current throughout the circuit, and here uniform cross-sectional wire we consider. Uniform cross-sectional wire we consider. Cross-sectional wire we consider. That means area is constant. Here current is constant. These are important. So okay, so we are using potentiometer. These two parameters are very important. Maintain constant current throughout the circuit. Maintain area of the wire is constant. These two are very important points. This is the construction of potentiometer. Next we will discuss applications of potentiometer. So we had mainly two important applications are there. Those applications are very, very important for the board as well as a NEET point of view, because by using these applications only we are solving numericals in competitive exams, and as well as this potentiometer concept they are asking as a 5-mark questions in board exams, CBSE board exams. Mainly, dear students, mainly we had 3 important applications of potentiometer. Applications of potentiometer. Comparison of EMF of two primary cells. That is the first application. What is the first application? Comparison of EMF of two primary cells. Next, to find internal resistance of the cell. To find internal resistance of the cell. Comparison of EMF of the two cells means, for example, if one cell having EMF E1 and second cell having EMF is E2, then E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. L1 by L2. This is a formula. So this is application, and we will get finally that formula. We will derive this formula in this application. Next, to find internal resistance of the cell. Internal resistance R, small r, is equal to L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. L2 into R. This is the formula we will get in second application to find internal resistance of the cell. Every cell should contains internal resistance. Internal resistance is indicated with a small r. External resistance is indicated with a capital R. Small r is equal to, this is balancing length L1 and L2. L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. And to find EMF and potential difference accurately. So by using this potentiometer, we are measuring potential difference and EMF accurately. So this, in the next lecture, I am going to discuss applications of this potentiometer. I hope all of you understood this lecture. If you will get any doubt while watching this lecture, feel free to mention in comment box. So I hope all of you understood this. Please practice regularly. Thank you. Thank you so much. All the very best.